Hello, my squidlings. Oh my god, you can't see it. Why was I so zoomed in? Anyway, hello, my squidlings. It is Katie here, and today we're going to be unboxing the ARTSNACKS Plus box for the month of October. And they got new tape, which is super lovely, and I do want to let you all know, really quick, why focus camera. And I just keep my hands here, so the camera will stay focused. Anyway, I do want to let you all know that after this month of October, I'm only going to be doing one unboxing a month. I'm kind of getting burnt out of doing so many. I've done a lot, and I just kind of want to do my own thing, so we're going to chill out on those a little bit. However, I will be unboxing an exclusive Patreon box every month, including an exclusive illustration over there. So if you aren't a patron and you want to see an unboxing, we do a poll every month now, and yeah, you guys get to vote on what you want to see. I'm going to be doing Scrawler Box for this month, only on Patreon, so I'm very excited. I've never gotten one before, so I really can't wait. Anyway, let us unbox this ARTSNACKS box and find out what's inside. Hey, that went a lot smoother than it normally does. Okay, well, we're greeted with one of the plus items right on top. It is a, goodness me, I'm gonna butcher this. Is it a Bien Fang? I don't know, but it is a giant pad of Bristol paper, 20 sheets, 146 pounds, which is kind of a weird poundage, 9x12, acid-free, smooth surface, and it is by Speedball, if you didn't know that. Really nice. Oh my gosh, it is so smooth. Anyway, I've never used this kind of paper before, so I think it'll be fun to play with that and find out more. Alright, so everything else is in here. I'm going to go ahead and get the cards out, or at least a card. There's the other one. I'm not used to this one being black, so I forgot to grab it. So the other two items this month... Okay, this is exciting. So these are the other two plus items. They are Plumchester paint markers. So Plumchester, if you don't know, is ARTSNACKS in-house brand, so they have their own brand. And these are paint markers. I presume this is in black and white, and they have reversible nibs, so it has a bullet and a chisel tip. Why aren't you focusing? Thank you. So yeah, this one's in black, and this one is in white. So if you are a Plus subscriber, you got paper and two paint markers. Then everything else would come in a normal ARTSNACKS box, so if you just got the base box, this is what you would be expecting. First off, we have a Dum Dum Sucker, and mine is in cherry. I'm not a big fan of cherry, but I love candy, so I'm gonna eat it anyway. Then, oh, this is the cutest little ink. Okay. So we have a little tiny jar of Indian ink. This is by Royal and Talons, so this is the cutest little tiny jar of Indian ink, and it is black, so that's always exciting to have. And then everything else is in the green tissue paper, so I am going to quite literally toss the box aside. I am sad. Usually for October they do black tissue paper, so, oh well, that's just me nitpicking, quite literally. Also, you know what? Speaking of nitpicking, usually they do a Halloween candy, like a foot or something. I've gotten some strange ones. Kind of sad about the Dum Dum, but anyway, that's just, again, me nitpicking. Alright, so, funny enough, I actually just opened a different box, and I have these exact same things. So we have a Speedball holder and a Speedball 512 nib. I do appreciate that they put it in the little bag. Then, okay, so this box is very, like, yellow. That'll be interesting. So first off, we have a Winsor & Newton pigment liner. It is in 0.3. This is the smallest pigment liner I've ever gotten, and it is in like a brown color. Last few times I've gotten like the thick ones, so it also has it on the end, which I think is cool, and around the band. So I am excited about this. I can always use more brown liners. I really quite like them a lot. Then we have the ARTSNACKS sticker for this month. Super cute. Oh, so we have another Plumchester paint marker, and this one is in yellow. So Base boxes get the Plumchester, but if you got the plus, you get a couple of extra colors. Then we have a Sennelier ink brush. I didn't know they made these. Maybe it's a new item. I love the lid. It's so like, I don't know, it's sleek. Anyway, and this is, it says it's orange. So I can always use more orange in my life. I'm not upset about that. I don't know. I overall really like the design of this and it feels really nice. So I'm excited to see what we're going to make with these colors because again, it's FANGTOBER and I got yellow, brown, and orange. So I don't know what we'll do with this, but I'm really excited at the possibilities. So now let's get on to swatching them all. Did you want to be noticed? Because you sure did get noticed. I'm going to pull out this Bristol paper and we're just going to do our swatches on this. A few of the things I have to get started, so I will be right back whenever they're all like primed and ready. Okie doke, so everything is ready now and I'm going to actually swatch out this India ink first and I'm going to do a couple of swatches because we do have a white, so I want to test the white over it. And I figured I could go ahead and get that drying while we swatch everything else out. It doesn't say, but I'm going to give it a light little shake just to make sure. What is this? The heck? Okay. I'm baffled, but alright. So first off, I'm going to just use it like paint. Just get a really thick layer on there and then I'm going to dilute it. Not gonna lie, it's not my favorite ink. I definitely prefer other inks to this. I can already tell I'm not gonna care for it too much. And then we're gonna do a swatch for the paint marker. Go ahead and assemble this dip pen really quick. I still don't know what this is for. What is it for? Like... Is it for something? If somebody has this ink, let me know if this is for something. It is the strangest thing. Alright, I'm just gonna write, Royal Challenge. It is a great dip pen ink, though. India ink. Oh, my K got cut off. There we go. However, I do appreciate that it seems to be more, gray toned. But I don't, this speckling is very odd to me, but maybe that's just, I mean, it's granulation, and I love granulation, but it's just odd to me. Alright, next up, I'm going to test the Winsor & Newton, liner pen. This is in brown. Ah, that was not, why? Why, Katie, why? But yeah, it's a nice marker pen. It's in brown and I enjoy that a lot. So the one I am the most excited about is this Sennelier brush. Apparently it's not ready yet. There we go. Oh, I love that color. And then you can blend it out. Maybe it's just the paper that has the weird like grains. I don't know, that's strange. Anyway, I love the color of this, even though it looks really yellow on camera. Alright, and then the last ones we have are the Plumchester items. And this is in black. Then we have it also in yellow. Whoa, this is not primed or ready. I don't know why I drew smiley face. Squid would have been more apt. Then we have the white, which I'm not sure if this is dry, so I'm going to do dots. It's a nice white. Yeah, pretty cool. These seem to dry matte, so that's really cool. Except I really don't... I feel really picky right now, but I don't like these supplies on this paper. I'm gonna go swatch them out on my paper and see if it's any better. Alright, so here are the items swatched out on my favorite swatching paper. I get questions about this all the time. It is the B Super Mixed Media paper. Love this stuff. And I like the India ink a lot more on this paper. It's a lot darker. And the Senili, oh my gosh, look at this. It's just gorgeous. Anyway, everything looks so much better. Like, hold on, let me grab the other paper for comparison. So here's a comparison here. You can kind of see how spotted everything is compared to this. The only thing I think worked really well on the Bristol paper is the plum chesters. They worked really nicely, and the dip pen and the liner pen. The inky stuff, just, it's like, it's definitely not coded for that. So I always find that really disappointing when ARTSNACKS sends an item, especially in the plus box, and it's supposed to be curated to work. It's almost like they didn't test it out. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But anyway, I don't care for this paper for these inks, so I don't really know what I'm going to do illustration-wise. At least with them, I might just resort to one of my other papers. I feel like this would be great for markers. Let me test that out. I haven't used my markers in so long. Yeah, this paper works really well for markers. If this was like a marker box, I would be like, yeah, 10 out of 10. So I'm a little disappointed that they don't seem to work, and it actually warps the paper quite a bit. I don't know if you can see you can kind of see it here, but I don't know. I don't care for this paper for these inks. I do like the paper because I do really enjoy a good Bristol paper, and this seems like that, especially for markers, but again, it doesn't seem like that for liquid media, so yeah, we'll figure it out though. Okay, so I promise this video actually has a chill with me part. Most of this is not in speed paint format. But while I was filming this, I forgot that I wanted it to be an ARTSNACKS box unboxing. So I went ahead and started like doing speed paint style, no voiceover. Here's a look at some of the sketches. It took me a long time to get this piece to where I wanted it, honestly. And it went through a few different stages, and I'll show you those in a minute. But you're getting a little bit of a sketch, and then a little tiny bit of it is actually speed paint, but I thought I'd go ahead and talk over it instead of just completely skipping this part out. But yeah, I just kind of went about my day just like normal making a piece. I think it's kind of funny, but I wanted to share with you also the art that you kind of saw fly by. I ended up scrapping it just because I don't know, it wasn't the pose that I cared for, and I wanted something else, and I had something else in mind. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna be doing a little bit of inking and then making a realization soon that this is not supposed to be a speed paint. So let's actually get to the part where we don't do things in speed paint anymore. So I have a bit of a funny story. I was kind of in the zone, and I am working a little bit ahead, and I forgot that I wanted this video to be an ARTSNACKS video. So today we're doing an ARTSNACKS paint and chill video. You probably saw a little bit of this on speed paint format just because I think it's kind of funny. But I'm going to be whipping out my ARTSNACKS supplies, and I'm actually going to finish this piece up. So I'm not really sure how I want to incorporate this liner pen. I know I'm not going to use the dip pen, so I am sorry to anyone that was looking forward to that. But anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to just kind of make some lines on this garlic and just kind of add a little depth there. I want these to stay white because garlic bulbs are for the most part white. And like I said, I'm just going to add these little hatchy marks. It's been a really long time, I feel like, since I've done just kind of like a chill video. It's not really been that long, but since I'm doing daily videos, it feels like forever. So yeah, the color scheme I was given was black, white, yellow, and then this brown color, so we're going to make it work. I don't want too many of my FANGTOBER pieces to be anything besides black, white, and red. So, I'm giving myself the exception of art boxes with whatever colors they come with, and then we just kind of go from there. But yeah, this fine liner is really nice, and I really like the color. This is the first time I've gotten a Winsor & Newton fine liner that was actually not black and not a really thick tip. I don't really care for thick tipped fine liners too much, if I'm honest. I feel like they have a time and a place, but I don't tend to use them very often. So, you know, I usually use them for like outlining pieces, like very thickly or something. So like for instance, this piece, if I were to have used a thicker liner, I would have done on the very outsides of that. So, but yeah, I just find it kind of hilarious that I sat down. I literally even made a schedule for myself on what days I wanted to upload art boxes. And here I am, not paying attention to that. I just, like I said, I kind of got into the work zone and just really didn't pay attention. But I don't know if I talked about it yet. I don't think I did. But today's theme is garlic. If you want to follow my prompt list or want to save it for later, maybe, because, I mean, you can do this at any point, really. But if you want to find that, the link is in my description to where you can find it. And I'm really excited because I'm in the works to planning out some really fun stuff that has to do with this FANGTOBER. I think I want to turn it into a coloring book. But I don't know. I think I want to run a Kickstarter. I've never run a Kickstarter before, and I'm always terrified at the idea. But I've seen a lot of fellow creatives do it, and I think it would be really fun. So I think I'm going to try it out. Let me know what you think in the comments. It'll be for the coloring book, and maybe we'll do like a stretch goal of like my art in a book, and we'll do some other stretch goals. If you have any ideas for stretch goals, for something you might like to see as an additional reward, or just rewards in general, I could do stickers, prints, stuff like that. Just leave it in the comments below. Like I said, I'm just kind of sussing this out and sussing out interest for this idea right now. I need to plan it soon if I am going to do anything with it. But it's at the forefront of my mind, and it's something I would really like to do. Also, I'm going to use this white to kind of blend this black out. Just use my palette to clean that off. It worked out a lot better than I anticipated. Now, I am going to cheat a little bit, and I am going to use a red ink because she's drinking blood, and I don't know. I just don't want for her to be drinking something yellow or black. I just feel like that would be strange. Oh, this lid. Why come off? And then, of course, we have this little strange doohickey here. I'm going to be lightening it up quite a bit. I'm honestly just going to be using it for the highlights because I did most of the dark stuff down here. So I'm just going to be lightening it up. Hopefully it won't be too obvious to which one is the Liquitex ink and which one is the India ink. And I am not using the Bienfang paper. I didn't like it with these supplies, literally at all. And I just didn't see the point in making myself struggle for something that I could just put on different paper. You know what I mean? So here I am. I'm using all the supplies I list in the description below. So if you're ever curious, like, yo, what's she using? If I don't list it in the description, feel free to ask away. Also, this is a lot lighter than I wanted. Ooh, it'd be really fun to just add like little blooms. Did I say it was lighter than I wanted? I meant it was darker than I wanted, but I'm not really sure which one I said. So, I said them both now at this point, I'm sure. But yeah, this India ink isn't so bad when it's not on a paper that's like made for, or when it's on a paper that's made for it. I can't talk today. Gonna suck up some of that ink so I can add some water drips. I love making little cauliflower-y blooms. I know they have an actual phrase for it, but I like doing it, and it adds a nice little fun texture. So, but yeah, so the idea with this this year's FANGTOBER for me is pinup art. I really, really like pinup art. I like drawing it. I like looking at it. And so that is the reason why most of the girls are kind of a little sexier than what I normally draw. It's just really fun for me. I don't know. And I don't know. I've been having fun. Yay. But yeah, I showed you a picture in the very beginning, and that was a piece it was the same piece. And I liked the concept, however, it wasn't what I wanted, if that made sense. Like, the anatomy wasn't where I wanted it. I wanted less of, like, face eye contact and more booty contact. That sounds strange. I just wanted more booty in the shot, if that makes any sense. So I just decided to change it up. I grabbed a reference off of Quick Poses, I think. I think that's where I got the reference from. And I found one that, well, it wasn't, okay, so it wasn't this particular pose. I kind of like Frankensteined some references together, but it really worked for this. And I am glad that I did it, because normally I don't redo pieces. I'm a huge advocate for finish your piece. Except when I came back to the other piece, it was just, the anatomy was really bad. And I normally don't care. Like, bad anatomy is not always, like, the most terrible thing. Like, it can be fixed with practice or whatever. But, like, it was just so bad to me that I figured I might as well just go ahead and redo it and just get that out of the way. I just wasn't entirely happy with this. The first piece I've really not been happy with this FANGTOBER. So I wanted to redo it, and I had the time to redo it, so it's not like I was like, oh, whatever am I going to do kind of thing. So not sure if these are going to dry in blooms, but we'll see. But I got that main big area done, which is the important part. Also, just a little sneak peek to something that'll be coming to my shop soon. This washi tape is one of the secret things that I had been working on a little behind the scenes. I've not really even talked to my patrons about this particular washi tape, if I'm honest. I've been just kind of keeping it secret, but it's all my little fall not Halloween, but my little fall squids. And they're just all in one place on a washi tape, and I think they're super adorable. And again, this washi tape is highly waterproof, which I love because I can use it for art, but you can also use it for anything like journaling or whatever. But yeah, these are going to be coming soon. However, they will be limited, just like all the fall and Halloween stuff. They will be squiddling away in November 15th to be specific. I wanted to give you guys some time to get spooky things. So they're not going to be leaving on the 31st. They're going to be leaving on November 15th. And 31st of October is what I meant. Alright, now the background's done. You know, the funny part is I wanted the background to be lighter. And didn't accomplish that. Oh well. It is what it is. Oh, I am not done with the background. I missed a very big spot right here. Also, one thing I'm really excited about, and actually, I'm going to stop the video because, you know what, we're art and chatting, and I just thought of it, but it's something I'm super hyped about. My ghost storybooks. So I wrote and dropped a paintbrush. I wrote and illustrated a ghost storybook, and I need to let this dry anyway, so we're just going to talk about this. So this has been about a year in the making. I started it last year. It was supposed to be my Inktober, and then I ended up having baby V, and I just really wasn't able to finish it until recently, but I put all of every spooky thing I had into September, and I banged it out, and here we are. Look at the cover. I made it in, like, watercolor. It's so lovely. Even the spine, like, oh, so cute. Also, I've been using this for photos, so it's, like, super worn out already. But it features 15 pages of sketches. I'm not going to give you too much of a sneak peek. Every actual book will have a custom doodle in it. So a little original doodle in the very back. Mine doesn't because this is my copy. It'll also tell you the limited number of editions that you got. A little note from me, and then they're all illustrated with their own stories. So yeah, each page is illustrated and it has its own story, and I'm so excited. I think they all turned out really good. I'm really excited about this. I'm sorry to plug it. This was drying and I figured might as well. But if you want to get that, it will be over on the store again until November 15th. And then they're going to squiddle away at least until next year. All right, so there are some areas I want to darken up a little tiny bit. Like, is this not supposed to be a dropper? I don't know. We're just going directly in here. I want to darken up some of the areas down here just because, again, it was supposed to be darker than the upper area. And hopefully this isn't too dark. I guess we'll find out. Trial and error, am I right? A lot of times these inks tend to dry a lot lighter. So I'm hoping that's the case here. Especially if I tend to add water. But yeah, so I think, like I said with the coloring books, I've been saving some of the line arts, or I'm not sure if I want to redo them digitally for a coloring book, or if I just want to scan them in and have them kind of organic. I think I just might do them digitally. It would make them a lot, like, smoother, cleaner, or whatever. But I don't know yet. If you have an opinion, again, please leave it. I am open to anything, because like I said, I am still in the planning stages. But I feel like, maybe this is just, like, a bit of imposter syndrome, but I feel like making a coloring book is, like, out of my wheelhouse. Like, it's something I definitely shouldn't do because my line art's not super complex or pretty or whatever, and I'm kind of getting hit hard by that, I guess. But maybe that's just me, I don't know. But anyway, it is something I've kind of always wanted to do, so I guess I'll just see how it all pans out. I mean, we're going pretty strong. Ooh, I need to put the cap back on this before I accidentally dump it. I'm notorious for picking things up by a cap, and I spill things a lot. Anyway, but yeah, I have a lot of planning to do with that anyway, so we'll see. Ooh, I feel like this little ferrule is coming off. Okay, so I have no idea how I want this lit. I guess we'll just go for it. I'm just going for like a bit of a cel-shaded look, I think. I guess she'll be backlit. I don't want to do anything super spectacular. Oh no! Oh no! I dipped from the wrong one! I have a lighter little not pot, but like little thing of water, and ink. It's mixed with ink. And I have a darker one, and I picked from the darker one. Oh well, it's kind of obvious. Maybe we'll put a tattoo there or something. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, I really like this idea of just like, maybe she went to the kitchen for a late night snack or something. That's kind of like my headcanon for this piece. Then I'm going to darken up a little bit of her hair. Not all of it, because I do still want it. I want it to stay white. I'm just going to kind of add some darker bits to it. And they're not even really dark, they're just the skin shading. I'm going to grab some red ink because I do want at least the blood packet to be red, but before I do that, I suppose I'm going to go in and make this yellow. I don't think this is fully dry. Oh, it is eating that paper. Tasty. I'm genuinely not surprised. Every paint marker I've ever used tends to eat up the paper. Alright, I will be back after this dries and my camera charges because it's telling me it's dying, and we'll finish this up. So now that my camera has charged a little bit, I'm going to do some shading on the rest of the character here. It's going to be kind of like, again, just some really light shading. I don't plan on going hardcore on all the shading. And I'm going to add a little bit more into this hair here, just to give it a little bit more depth. And then I'm also gonna go ahead and color in the legs of this chair here because I don't want them to be stark white. And then again, I'm gonna kind of just dot in a little bit of shadow on these little garlics. I say again, I'm not really quite sure why I said again, but you know. And then, yeah, going to paint in the clear part on this little blood package here. And then I'm going to grab my red ink. I'm just going to be using the... Actually, you know what? I'm not going to use this red ink. I'm going to use this red pen instead. This is my Derwent Graphic in Blood. I love that the color is literally called Blood. I'm also just kind of coloring where it's, yeah, where the paint is. Wow, that was really hard for me to get out for some reason. Then I'm going to color the top of her underwear black over here. And then I'm going to go in with the fine liner here. And I'm just going to draw some little garlic bulbs on her butt. And I'm going to be super loose with them. They don't have to be super accurate. Garlic bulbs kind of look like pumpkins to me. They're just very bulbous. But yeah, we're just drawing in some garlic bulbs. Super simple pattern. And then I think I'm just gonna leave her shirt plain. I might add in a little bit of like hatching to shade it a bit. Because I'm honestly not sure how the markers will go over, not the markers, the ink will go over this, so just leave it at that. And honestly, I think I'm just going to call this piece done. It's simple, and I used all the ARTSNACKS supplies outside of that dip bin. So I think I'm just going to peel the tape now. I love doing this part, and oh, it looks like we're going to get it in one go. Oh, almost one go. This tape was actually used twice, so it wasn't as tacky, and I'm genuinely surprised because it still made a really nice border. I had actually used it on this other piece. See, like, I feel like there's a different feel, like, I don't know, I like the angle of this pose a lot better than this one. Not to say this one's bad, but I didn't care for the anatomy. With that, this piece is done. I want to thank you all so incredibly much for watching. If you aren't a part of our cute squid pod, there is a subscribe button down below, but the subscribe button means absolutely nothing if you don't click that little bell icon button-y thing, so you can get notified on when I upload new videos. I hope you enjoyed this little paint and chat with me. Draw and chat, whatever. I'm sorry it started out kind of strange, but hey, it ended up looking okay, so yeah, I love you all so incredibly much. I hope you're staying safe, happy, and healthy. Don't forget, I'm posting all of these over on my social media. Links are in the description for that. And until next time, my adorable squidlings, toodaloo!